Found you. If a fly lands on my head while I'm telling the story, let me know. I had a Zoom story happen today, a Zoom pivot, where I had a Zoom meeting and it was a formal, they told us to dress formally, which was weird because you're on a Zoom call. So normally I'm like, you know, just a shirt, and I'm lucky if I get out of my pajamas. I don't turn the camera on, but it was a formal Zoom call, so it was a shirt and a tie and a jacket, no pants. I had pants on. They inducted me into a cult. But ironically, from Weston's story, P-stick pivot. So last week, my daughter celebrated her 28th birthday. And coming up in early February, she's making me a grandfather. Yeah. Yay? So exciting. Corin's super excited. So I know what some of you are thinking. I need to get some of that Botox he's taking. Some of that magic face cream. He sure is a young-looking grandpa. But that's because 28 years and 9 months ago, I was a high school kid with big plans. And looking back, I had it pretty good. I had a steady girlfriend, a year junior from me. I had a cool fucking ass skateboard ramp that my buddies and I would pull down at the end of the block at the cul-de-sac and jump off of. We would grind the curbs, jam to an eclectic mix of music like Sex Pistols, Beastie Boys, Dead Kennedys, and for some fucking reason, REM. Hey. While we pissed off the captain who had the unfortunate pleasure of living right near where we skated. So heading back to the house after a long day with all our friends hanging out, cooking hot dogs, making orange Julius in the blender and spiking it. Summer nights shooting bottle rockets at the highway and running from the MPs in the woods. I was doing pretty well in school. Played soccer, football. I'd been accepted to all the colleges that I'd applied to. I'd actually taken the ASVAB military aptitude test and had plans to join the Air Force. Of course, I would also borrow my dad's bolo ties for yearbook photos. I was living pretty good. I had a mini fridge in my bedroom, and I had a queen-sized waterbed. I was big pimpin'. I was sitting on the edge of that waterbed when my girlfriend broke the news to me that she was pregnant. My first reaction was probably something like disbelief, my life flashing before my eyes, but also beginning to contemplate how many ways to Sunday my sergeant in the Army dad was going to kick my ass. I mean, I knew how sex worked. Clearly, I wasn't super experienced, but I knew that babies were not delivered by storks. So we cried together, my girlfriend and I, staring at the plus sign on the P-test. This was not the path either of us had planned for. A pregnant junior in high school, a high school father-to-be. Our lives were pivoting fast and furious. And her dad basically gave an ultimatum that we were getting married and I was moving in. So, we were married. And I moved into her parents' house. We were in the middle bedroom, her childhood bedroom, with her parents on one side of us and her brother on the bedroom on the other side. So we aren't together anymore, but we were for over 10 years. Obviously, I did not join the Air Force and go off to college. She missed her prom and got her GED. We were far from perfect. But we figured things out along the fucking way. 4 years later, we added our now 23-year-old son to the mix. And they're both great kids. And now, I'm going to be a fucking grandfather. So looking back at all the pivots we made along the way, I'm proud of our story, and I'm happy that I get to be a young grandfather, a pop to Corin's lolly. What adventure it's been. I'm all excited for all the adventures still to come. Thank you. Go vote, whoever you're voting for. And happy birthday, Corin.
Thank you, Nathan.